Hi, my name's Julie, and I'm here with Stacy today. Stacy introduced me to the results driven protocol, which includes 5 steps. And I want to ask her some questions so you can get to know her and get to know more about the protocol because I'm only on step 1 and it's already starting to do great things for me. So, Stacy, with that, could you tell us how you got started with the results driven protocol?
Absolutely. So, back in 2021, I got two of those things that we can't mention here, and had a very severe reaction, and continued to decline for actually 561 days to be exact. I counted the days because I was so sick, um, for 18 months. And during that 18 months, I saw 26 different specialists. I went to the Cleveland Clinic. I was poked and prodded in every way you could imagine: MRIs, EEGs, punch biopsies, lumbar punctures, uh, bone marrow biopsies, everything. And I never got any answers, and I just kept declining, declining, declining. So I got the second dose in April of 2021. By April of 2022, I had developed severe gastroparesis where I was just vomiting like 8 hours a day. I would just retch and retch. I was in severe pain. I had tremors. I had tingling in my limbs. I had numbness on my right side from a stroke. I ended up having a stroke in August of 2021. So basically, my body just went haywire, and I was slowly dying. The last appointment that I went to with a traditional doctor was my hematologist, I believe it was. He's the one who gave me my results for the bone marrow biopsy, which I had already, previous to going to my appointment, I had already viewed them and I knew it wasn't good. But he tended to, just like every other doctor I had seen, 26 of them to be exact, told me that it was my anxiety and that I just needed to lose some weight. Um, I'm like, there's no way. And so at this particular appointment, he was like, everything's normal, everything's fine. I said, but sir, I can see my test results. I know that not everything is fine. I know that's not true. And he said, well, I'll take your test results seriously when you take your weight loss seriously. And that was the last doctor that I saw. I was like, okay, I'm done. And from there, that was September of 2022. From there, I really didn't have much hope or a plan at all. I was just pretty much, to be honest with you, I was going to end my life. That was my plan. And so I started making plans for that and when I was going to do it and writing letters to my family. And I was just done. I was in so much pain. I was suffering every day, had zero quality of life. I could walk across the room and be out of breath just from 3 feet of walking. My heart was all crazy. I had AFib. I mean, the list of my symptoms is incredibly long. So many that I sometimes forget how sick I was. So I actually stumbled upon terahertz frequency. And that was the first thing that I found that I tried, which is part of this protocol, which is step 3. And it was then that my story came across the desk of Ethan Leeds, and he guided me to the 5 step protocol, which is step 1 is nutrition, step 2 is heavy metal detox, step 3 is the frequency, which I was already using, step 4 is immune system balancing, and step 5 is serotonin balancing. And now, I wish I could show you some before pictures, but this is me now. I have lost over 100 pounds. My quality of life is absolutely incredible. I just went to the gym today in 90-degree heat. Did I walked a mile on the treadmill in the heat, which I couldn't do anything like that, not even close. I'm living a completely normal life and actually a better life than when before I got sick, because the whole time I was coming up in the world, I was struggled with my weight and energy and depression and all of those things, having no idea that my body was just completely toxic. I was so toxic my whole life. And now that I've used this protocol, started detoxing, I just keep improving, 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 improving. And Ethan, he's my mentor. He's also my business partner. We work together in tandem now because we're just so blown away by not only my results, but the results that he sees and that I see now in the field with so many different illnesses. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's from a medical injury, if it's an autoimmune disease, and certain things I can't say here that start with a C. We see remarkable things with this protocol. So I'm super excited that you wanted me to come on and share it with people today. We want to get people to the group. We do teach every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Any questions you have about the protocol, you can come in and ask. The coolest thing about the protocol is, not everybody can afford all 5 steps. But every single step is very impactful. That's why it's called the results driven protocol, because my results were rapid, very rapid. I turned around very quickly. And with each step that Ethan added after I added the frequency, I just continued to improve. I think it was, I lost like 60 pounds in the first 6 weeks after Ethan added the heavy metal detox and the nutritional supplement and all of that. Yeah, my body just finally let go of everything it had been holding on to my whole life, because I struggled with weight from a very young age. So, do you have any other questions for me? I've just been rambling.
No, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
heard it before, but never so well and concise. So I'm really thrilled that you gave that.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I'm Yeah, I'm thrilled to report that I'm on step 1, which is the nutrition,
Mhm.
and I was having horrible leg cramps at night and, just weird achy body symptoms. I never complained to a doctor to, like, get diagnosed with anything medical because I didn't want it to be on my record or anything, and I just knew that
Right.
I had an achy body and they might call it something, and I didn't
Right.
be pigeonholed. So anyway, but the whole leg cramps at night, I would have really achy ankles and feet, and then as the night went on, it would turn into leg cramps. So I was on
Mhm.
the protocol for about 10 days, and I didn't take magnesium in the daytime because I wanted to give it a chance to work, and I was taking it at night, and
Mhm.
as I would get the achy ankles really
Mhm.
bad, and I knew
Mhm.
cramps were coming anyway. Long story short, on the 10th or 11th or 12th day, I didn't have the achy ankles.
Oh, wow.
and, and so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take the magnesium. And the only times I've had issues with it since are the days that I didn't get enough water, so
Yep.
or fluid.
Mhm.
So as long as I get my fluid and take the phytoplankton, then I'm fine. So
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to moving on. I actually have my dog on three or four, three of the steps.
Yep,
And
3 of the
my
steps. Yep.
husband's on the phytoplankton with me, and he has had his sugars get into balance because he's actually lost 8 pounds, and
Wow.
he's encouraged to eat healthier. Hadn't changed his diet. He just found I had noticed he wasn't eating as much, and
Mhm.
so and he's had issues with his feet aching because he works all day on them, and one's better and one's getting better. So
That's so awesome. People don't realize how minerally deficient we are. That we are just, doesn't matter the type of food that we're eating in this country, we are just not getting the proper nutrition. So it's super important to give it somewhere. I had no idea because I thought I was eating clean the whole time I was sick and, doing all the right things. Come to find out, I was just repoisoning myself essentially and making it worse. So once I started supporting that nutrition, that was when I had a real big breakthrough, especially with pain. I had really bad fibromyalgia in my back, and none of that would like unlock and release until I did the nutrition and actually the heavy metal detox too. But yeah, the nutrition piece of it is so important. And the phytoplankton, you mentioned the magnesium, it's super high in magnesium. So it's excellent for muscle cramps, leg cramps, stuff like that. And especially for just general pain. That's actually one of the reports we get about step one of the most is a pain relief report, which we weren't anticipating with this at all because we just switched from another green product that we used to recommend to this because it has so many other benefits like mitochondrial repair and, like you said, balancing blood sugars. In studies it's been shown to kill C cells, and it's just an incredible nutritional supplement. 90 billion phytoplankton in that teeny tiny little scoop that we take, that still blows my mind that there's so much in that tiny little scoop. But it absolutely works for pain. I think it's the way that it's working is it's attacking the inflammation response quite well. I've noticed that as well with my clients reporting back. So, yeah, I'm super thrilled to hear your results and your husband's results. And yeah, that's why I wanted to get on and do this video with you today and let you talk to me a little bit. And so people can see my face and see how you're doing so far with your first steps. And we're just praying for the doggo at this point because they can't tell us what they're feeling, but we hope we're doing all the right things for him as well.
he does seem to be less inflamed.
That's
I
really
got
good.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Stacy. It was great talking to you. I'm really thrilled about the future for both of us and everybody we introduce it too who takes
Mhm.
advantage of it, because I really think it's going to change the world. And that's
Yeah,
why I'm
and this
excited
is
to be a part
yeah,
of it.
this is geared towards anyone with any type of illness. It's the way that we teach is that every illness, every disease that the doctor will tell you is that it's caused by toxicity and deficiency. And when you attack those two together, magic just happens, and it just does, and the proof is in the results that we share.
I agree. I'm so
All right.
excited for our future, like I said, and I'm really thankful that you got on with me today so I could talk to you some more about it.
Absolutely, Julie.
Thanks, Stacy.
All right, bye, Julie.